All right, let's talk about email. It's pretty much the lifeblood of any community organization, right? I mean, we use it for everything. Coordinating volunteers, sending out newsletters, thanking donors. It's essential. But what if I told you that this tool you use every single day, without a second thought, is actually one of your biggest hidden dangers? Seriously, let's dive in and figure out why.
Now, for this explainer, we're drawing our insights directly from Chapter 9 of the Generative AI for Community Organizations tutorial. This is a public service resource from Virtualization Options LLC, and we're going to focus on their key advice for keeping your communications and your community safe. So just picture your inbox for a second. It's probably packed, right? You're firing off emails, replying to messages. It's just part of the daily grind. But this tool, this thing we all rely on so heavily, has a pretty big secret. And there it is. For all its amazing convenience, standard email is just not secure. And that makes it a massive risk to the trust you've worked so hard to build. I know, that's a tough thing to hear, but really understanding this is the first crucial step to protecting your organization.
So why is that? How can something we use so casually be so, well, risky? Let's pull back the curtain and see why your inbox isn't the private locked box you might think it is.
I love this analogy because it just clicks. Stop thinking of an email as a sealed letter. Instead, picture it as a postcard. That simple shift changes everything, doesn't it? As that postcard travels across the internet, bouncing from server to server, anyone who handles it can just flip it over and read it. It's really not a private conversation at all.
And here's the nitty-gritty. Your message is flying through the internet totally unencrypted, out in the open. It's surprisingly easy for someone to fake a sender's address, to spoof it, and make it look like it's from someone you trust. Those attachments, perfect hiding spots for nasty malware. And once you hit send, that's it. That postcard is out of your hands for good. It can be forwarded, saved, printed, and yeah, even recovered long after you thought you deleted it.
Okay, so where are the real dangers coming from? Well, they come from two main places: simple human errors that we all make inside our organization, and then the malicious attacks coming from the outside. Let's map both of these out.
Okay, this table is so important because, let's be honest, we've all been there. Using CC for a big group email? Whoops! You just handed out everyone's personal email address to a bunch of strangers. And don't even get me started on the accidental reply all. We've all seen the chaos that can cause, sharing private info with literally everyone on the thread. The fixes, though, they're super simple, but they make a huge difference. Just use BCC, take that extra second to double-check who you're sending to, and for anything sensitive, use a secure file sharing service instead of an attachment.
Now, for the outside threats. The most common one by far is phishing. You've seen these. They're those fake emails that look like they're from your bank or maybe a government agency. Their whole goal is to create a sense of panic, right? To rush you into clicking a bad link or giving away your password before you have time to think.
Spear phishing. This is where things get a lot more personal and a lot more dangerous. This isn't just a random blast. It's a targeted attack. The criminal has actually researched your organization. They might use a real project name or a colleague's name to make the email seem totally legit. And that makes them so much harder to spot. And then you've got business email compromise, or BEC. This is the big one. This is a high-stakes scam where someone impersonates your boss or maybe a vendor you work with to trick an employee into sending money. They'll ask for an urgent wire transfer to a new account. For community organization, a scam like this can be absolutely devastating.
Okay, enough with the doom and gloom. The great news is you are not powerless here. You can absolutely fight back. It's all about being proactive and building a strong system to defend your communications. Because when you do that, you're really defending your community's trust.
And this question gets right to the heart of it. This isn't just about technology, it's about relationships. How do you handle your email list in a way that doesn't just protect it, but actually builds trust with your supporters?
Here's your playbook. It all starts with getting a clear yes, a real opt-in before you add anyone. Tell them exactly what they're signing up for. Make unsubscribing a simple, one-click process, not some hidden puzzle. Every so often, clean up your list. And most importantly, treat that list like gold. Store it securely and make sure only the people who need access have it. This isn't just good housekeeping, it's good relationship building.
If you take away nothing else, please remember these three things. Number one, make it a hard and fast rule. You never, ever email highly sensitive information like social security numbers or financial data. It just doesn't belong on a postcard. Two, Turn on multi-factor authentication, that little code you get on your phone, for every single email account. It is your single best defense against hackers. And 3, learn how to use encryption for those times when you do need to send something that's moderately sensitive.
So building a secure system is fantastic, but at the end of the day, your team members are your first line of defense. So you've got to give them the tools to spot threats. And the best tool of all? A good, healthy dose of skepticism.
So let's run through the warning signs. Look closely at the sender's address. Is it spelled just a little off? Is the email trying to make you panic, telling you to act right now? That's a huge red flag. Is it asking for your password or other sensitive info? Big no-no. Are there weird attachments you weren't expecting? Or suspicious-looking links? How about the writing itself? Is the grammar clumsy or just awkward? And sometimes an email just feels wrong. Trust that feeling. Your gut is a really good security tool. If you have any doubt at all, just don't click. Pick up the phone or find another way to check if it's legit.
So, what's the big idea here? The main takeaway? It's that email security isn't some job you hand off to an IT person. It is a shared responsibility. It's about building a culture where every single person on your team understands that protecting data is a fundamental part of protecting the people you serve.
And that brings us right here to our last question. And this isn't just something to think about, it's a call to action. After everything we've talked about, from using BCC to turning on MFA, what is the one real, concrete step your team is going to take this week to start better protecting your community?